Chelsea's narrow 1-0 win over Everton brought many stories. Enzo Maresca, who had to watch from the stands due to a ban on accompanying the team, gave an honest evaluation of his players' performance. The main spotlight was given to Romeo Lavia. Just back from a long injury, Lavia immediately performed extraordinarily in midfield. Maresca called him one of the best midfielders, thanks to his ability to defend, attack, and split the opponent's line. He even compared him to Reece James, saying Chelsea were much stronger with both of them on the field. However, not all the news came with a positive tone. Cole Palmer has now gone 17 games without a goal, and Robert Sanchez is still often criticized for his inconsistent performance under the crossbar. Even so, Maresca still defended them. He emphasized that when players are going through a difficult time, that's when they need full support. The problem is, Chelsea currently don't have much time to improve. They will face Djurgården in the UEFA Conference League semi-finals, then have to face Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest in the fight for a ticket to the Champions League. With the pressure mounting, can Maresca lead Chelsea out of this predicament? The answer will be revealed in the coming weeks. Chelsea have been handed a major boost in their pursuit of Marc Guehi. Crystal Palace have reportedly lowered their asking price for the defender, paving the way for Chelsea to bring him back to Stamford Bridge. Initially, Palace were asking 81 million euros or around 70 million pounds. However, with Guehi only having 1 year left on his contract, the club have finally lowered their price to 47 million euros or around 40 million pounds. This is a golden opportunity for the Blues, who are in need of additional strength in their backline. Currently, Chelsea are said to be the leading candidate to get the signature of the 24-year-old player, especially since Newcastle have withdrawn, and Liverpool seem to be no longer interested after extending Virgil van Dijk's contract. This season, Guehi has been solid with Palace, making 41 appearances and scoring 3 goals. His transfer value has also soared to a career-high 48.9 million euros. If they fail to get Guehi, Chelsea have a backup option. They are monitoring Bournemouth's Dean Huijsen, as well as 2 other young defenders, Ajax's Jorel Hado and Everton's Jared Branthwaite. Chelsea themselves are rumored to be ready to let go of several defenders such as Axel Disasi, Renato Vega and Trevoh Chalobah this summer. Benoit Badiashile could also leave, but only if 2 new defenders are brought in. Do you think Marc Guehi is the ideal solution for Chelsea's defense? Chelsea are reportedly in talks with representatives of Jamie Gittens, the 20-year-old Borussia Dortmund winger, who could shake up Gittens Sancho's future at Stamford Bridge. Gittens, who also followed Sancho's footsteps in moving from Manchester City to Dortmund, is now being eyed by several big English clubs such as Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United. However, Chelsea is the team that is most aggressive in approaching the player, even ready to offer a fantastic salary of around £5 to 6 million per year, twice what he received at Dortmund. With Gittens' role decreasing under Niko Kovac, a move to the Premier League is now a real option. The transfer price is also reported to be much lower than the initial Euro 100 million tag. Gittens' arrival certainly has major consequences for Gittens Sancho, who is currently on loan from Manchester United with an obligation to buy for £25 million. His performance is far from satisfactory, making Chelsea start looking for loopholes to cancel the deal, even reportedly ready to pay a penalty of £5 million to get out of the obligation. Alternatively, Chelsea could still pay Sancho, then sell him back to Dortmund in a separate deal. This situation shows how quickly the wheels of life in the world of football can turn. Will Gittens be Chelsea's new solution, or will he just add more chaos to the transfer market? Let's wait and see. Chelsea are starting to make serious moves in the summer transfer market. The latest report from Spain states that the Blues have officially submitted a €55 million offer to Borussia Dortmund to bring in their mainstay goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel. Enzo Maresca has long highlighted the weaknesses in the goalkeeping sector. Robert Sanchez, who was brought in last season, has performed inconsistently throughout the season. In fact, Philip Jorgensen, who was also recruited from Villarreal, was only able to record 6 starts in the Premier League. This situation has made Maresca urge management to bring in a new goalkeeper with top quality, and Kobel is a priority target. Gregor Kobel has proven himself to be one of the best shot stoppers in Europe in the last 4 seasons. His performance at Borussia Dortmund has not only been stable, but also full of crucial saves in big matches. It is no wonder that Chelsea have been monitoring Kobel's development for a long time, and finally chose to move quickly before other clubs get involved. According to a report from Fichajes, after the offer was submitted, Chelsea has also arranged a meeting with Kobel's agent in London in the near future. This meeting is believed to speed up negotiations, especially to agree on personal terms and ensure that Kobel really wants to move to Stamford Bridge. However, Chelsea's move will not be entirely easy. Borussia Dortmund remain in a strong position in the negotiations. Kobel still has 3 years left on his contract, meaning Dortmund can demand a higher price or even try to keep him if the offer is not tempting enough. If the deal fails to be reached, Chelsea have prepared other alternatives. Kelleher from Liverpool is also on the wanted list, but clearly, the main priority remains Gregor Kobel, who is considered to have the perfect combination of experience, technique, and calmness that Maresca needs. Next season, Maresca wants to build a more solid Chelsea, and the goalkeeper position is the main foundation of that revolution. Will Gregor Kobel be the answer to Chelsea's problems under the goal? All eyes are now on the important negotiations that will take place in a matter of days. Chelsea achieved an important victory after defeating Everton 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Nicholas Jackson became the hero with a goal in the 27th minute, ending his goal drought that had lasted 4 months. Despite winning, the match was not convincing. As Enzo Maresca had wanted since February, Chelsea had learned to win 1-0, but they failed to kill the game at the end of the match. Everton almost stole a point, if not for a brilliant save from Robert Sanchez. Jackson's only goal came from a fast attack, something that was in contrast to Maresca's philosophy of prioritizing ball possession. Interestingly, despite seeing a game that was not his style, Maresca, who was watching from the stands, still celebrated the goal with emotion. There was another surprise. Moises Caicedo was placed as a right back again, after several inconsistent results this season. However, this time, Caicedo played solidly, even successfully killing Iliman and Dia until he was pulled out in the first half. In the Everton camp, the absence of James Tarkowski was very much felt. For the first time in 3 years, Everton played without their main goalkeeper, making their defense look more fragile. Nathan Patterson was overwhelmed by the speed of Noni Madueke on the wing. Thanks to this victory, Chelsea moved up to the top 4, equal on points with Nottingham Forest, and just 1 point behind Manchester City. Meanwhile, this defeat left Everton stuck in 13th place in the standings. Can Chelsea continue to stay on the Champions League path? Or will their inconsistency recur? We'll see. The hope of seeing Kevin De Bruyne wear a Chelsea uniform again seems to have been dashed. Despite being rumored to be interested, the Blues reportedly will not re-sign the 33-year-old midfielder, who is confirmed to be leaving Manchester City at the end of this season. De Bruyne is more inclined towards the MLS, with Chicago Fire and Inter Miami ready to make big offers. Even so, the player is still open to the opportunity to stay in the Premier League if an offer comes in. Meanwhile, Enzo Maresca does want additional experienced players, even complaining about the youth of the Chelsea squad when playing against Everton. He wants a senior figure like Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen, or Ollie Watkins to strengthen the attack line. However, the decision not to pursue De Bruyne is more for technical reasons. De Bruyne's presence is feared to disrupt Cole Palmer's position, who is now the mainstay in Chelsea's attack line. Palmer has indeed struggled to score goals. He has gone 17 games without a goal, but with 22 goal contributions this season, management still has full confidence in him. Chelsea's current priority is to build a team with a balance of youth and experience, without sacrificing the development of their main players. So, for De Bruyne, Stamford Bridge is no longer his home. What do you think? Did Chelsea make the right decision? Shocking news from London. Arsenal are reportedly seriously considering a surprise move to sign Christopher Nkunku from Chelsea this summer. Nkunku, who has struggled to break into Enzo Maresca's first team, has only made 9 Premier League starts all season. Despite appearing in the UEFA Conference League, his position at Stamford Bridge is increasingly uncertain. According to RMC Sport, Arsenal were eyeing him in January and are ready to revive that interest. Although their main focus is looking for strikers like Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko, Nkunku's versatility, who can play on the left wing, makes him an attractive alternative option. However, Arsenal are not alone. Bayern Munich are also eyeing Nkunku. Although this transfer could be hampered by funds, especially since Bayern are currently focusing on pursuing Florian Wirtz, whose price has reached £100 million. To bring in Nkunku, Bayern must sell Mathys Tel to Tottenham permanently. Meanwhile, Chelsea are reportedly not insisting on keeping Nkunku and are ready to open the door to negotiations if there is a suitable offer. His sale could help fund the signing of a new striker, with Ipswich Town's Liam Delap a top target for the Blues. Will Nkunku end up at the Emirates Stadium or continue his career in the Bundesliga? The summer transfer drama is really heating up.